And I'm Anthony.
And today we're coming to you, as you can see by the title, with a story time.
Yes.
We're doing a different kind of story time. We're telling you guys, like, how it all started with us and where we're kind of heading for now. And
basically like our past, present, future.
Yeah.
Type of video. And we just want to give you guys a little more, I guess, about who we are, because we haven't really received much feedback on, what you guys want to know,
like
or whatever, questions or whatever. So we're just gonna do a video.
Answer it ourselves.
Yeah, answer it ourselves and just give you guys some type of point of view where we came from.
Okay.
So if you want to, you can start the video off first.
I would say we would start when we was little.
Okay.
We didn't even know each other. Well, we knew each other, but it never dawned on us until we got older. But we've been knowing each other since
it's been a long
the units in pre-K and all of that. We've been knowing each other since then.
It go far back, it go back as far as you try and think about it, but you can't really remember. But where it all really started from was when I really remember was second grade. And we both had the same class, and it was this Halloween party, because you know how in elementary you do Halloween party stuff.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what you were.
I think I was a witch with a red cape.
Okay. I never dressed up for Halloween. Never. And every time we talk about this, we just be like, you don't remember Mama being in there putting the makeup on people?
Mama was putting my makeup on, and then everybody else wanted to get their makeup
right.
on. I'm like, look, that's my makeup.
Right. I can kind of remember that part a little bit, because it was like, they didn't want you to feel like you left out, so they put some type of pen on your face or whatever. I kind of can picture that, but I can't, remember all like that. So then we're going to fast forward to middle school. Because she ended up switching to elementary schools. I stayed at the elementary school we was at, and then we didn't end up reuniting basically until middle school. Yeah. And I'll let you tell them the middle school story.
He was so stuck on getting to know me, date me, and all that stuff. And I was just I wasn't into none of that back then. I was strictly school, nothing else. I've always been strictly school. But I had a gym class, and it was all boys in the gym class. And I used to try to have my friends come in there, and then the gym teacher would sometimes let them in, sometimes not, depending on his mood. And then it was just so annoying because it was all boys in there, and I'm like, look, I'd rather just play basketball by myself, scoot on the scooters by myself, do my own thing.
Because she was the only girl in our gym class. So it was probably about 10 or 12 of us. It wasn't that many, because we had a small gym class.
It was smaller than I think.
Yeah,
eight or 10.
Yeah, it might only been 8 or 10 of us. Yeah. But she was the only girl at that point. And like she said, she didn't really play, interact with us. She would always sit on the bleachers. And, we would just be out playing and stuff. But then I tried to talk to her a little bit, because the way our middle school was brought up was, I think it was 6-week spans. And then you switch out to different classes.
Yeah.
So we had gym.
Ready for high school.
Right. So we had gym, band, Spanish, then literature or something like that.
Was my stuff.
So the gym 6-week period was over. We moved over to band.
Thank God.
She really liked band, because she played band 7 through what?
7 through 10.
Yeah. And
then before that, I used to do orchestra, which was 4th to 7th. And when 7th grade hit, they didn't have orchestra, so I had to switch to band, which was okay, bring it, because any instrument you give me, I'm going to ace it. Right,
and she was previously in music, so she was already kind of in love for music. I played a little bit 5th and 6th grade year at my elementary school, but the music teacher, he didn't like me. So he always would kick me out the classroom. And then eventually, you know, he talked to me in the hall one time, and I'm just like, you know, I ain't really up for this, because I'm not taught now, and I wasn't taught then, and he tried to have me play the trombone. Is that where you reach up? And I couldn't really play that, so, you know, I ended up going to the next class. So, like, when she would go from band to, like, Spanish or literature, I was leaving literature or Spanish, going to, you know, either one or the other. And I ended up having jumps twice that year, but that's beside the point.
I made sure I had band, like, all year round.
Yeah.
Like, even when that 6 week span stopped, like, I would talk to my counselor, like, look, you got to get me back in band.
Right.
That's my favorite class.
So then, after that, we didn't really have any classes anymore, because that was the only class we had 7th grade year. Now, 8th grade year, she swore we was in the same hallway or the same team.
I don't think so. Cause
I was in team A, you was in team B.
And then, yeah, because I was always in honors classes.
Right.
No matter where I went. Like, from middle school on up, I always had honors classes.
Right. And, like, she swore she had the same teachers I had, different hours or whatever, but I just swore she was on a different team. So, 8th grade year, we didn't get to talk really at all. Like, even on a friend level, you know, relationship, whatever. We didn't get to talk at all, because we didn't have same classes.
And then we never really ran
to each other, yeah. Because the only reason I had the class first was because that was an elective. That was something that, you know, you had to do.
Right.
So then, anyways, I ended up switching schools 8th grade year and everything. So we fast forward back to high school.
No, we fast forward.
Yeah, not fast forward back. So we fast forward to high school, and then that's when we, you know, got back to talking, because we attended Flint Northern High School for 2 years because they shut down.
Should've been.
Sadly. Right. So you could tell them 9th grade, and
9th grade year, it was just like best friend.
Right. That's kind of where it all led, because she played in the band and I played football.
Yeah, and like we will always see each other then, like, because when we used to practice for band, they would hear us on the field while they was over there on the field, so they would be like, oh, let's go see what's going on over there. So it wouldn't be a dull moment without him, you know, like coming over there or whatever.
Right. And
then I say almost the end of our 9th grade year, that's when we got together.
The exact date
is
March 14th.
Yeah, 2012.
2012.
But,
so we've been together ever since then.
Yeah. But you want to tell them my story as of what you say to, I used to always get mad about you coming up, not giving.
Oh yeah, let me tell y'all. So before we got together, like she said, you know, from the, you know, the music, the moment we started band and football, every morning I used to walk to school basically, and we all be standing outside till like 7:05 or something. And
it used to be cold outside too.
And whenever I would walk in, like I said, in some of our previous videos, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but either someday she would be in the school before I was, because like I said, walk, or if she was still outside, I would come in and give her a hug or whatever, and then I would, you know, just go back and talk with my homeboys, because if I didn't, then she'd be mad at me, and she'd be calling me all fake, and all this and all that.
I would not talk to him at all.
So, she used to get mad at me about that, and then this one specific time, she was texting me, and she thought I was ignoring her or something, but I was not getting none of her messages, like,
his phone was
whenever she would message me, you know, it would say I got a message from her, but when I opened it, it'd be blank. And I don't know if she got my messages back saying I can't read it. Obviously not, because after a couple days went by and she wasn't getting a response, she said something to me. And I was like, you want me to just show you? You know what I'm saying? And I showed her, and it was like a bunch of messages. Not like she was blowing me up or nothing, but it was just like a bunch of messages, and it was empty. And she was like, okay. So I ended up getting off the hook about that one. And then that's when we fast forward, and then at the end of the year, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of when we started dating and stuff. And
professional development day.
yeah, because we actually had the day off of school because the professional development day, so I ended up coming over, and I was skeptical at first because it was just like that was just like a big step for me. Like she had asked me previous times before that, but I was just so used to like going to the park, you know, chilling with my friends and all this and all that. So then one day she asked me like, am I gonna come over? And I said yeah, and I come over, and I swear, just the moment I walked in the house, it was just like, it just felt good. Like, you know, like I could just get used to it. And, you know, her mom, which is my mother-in-law now, you know, she treated me with open arms and stuff, and we sat there, watched the movie, and, but the movie was Good Deeds at that time.
Yeah.
And then I ended up texting her and stuff, and I was like, you know, I texted her the date, which was 3/14, and she said she didn't get it. So then when we finally got some time to talk and stuff, I asked her, and then, you know, she said yeah, and then that's when we made it official. And then we started dating, and then fast forward to sophomore year.
We got engaged sophomore year.
On our anniversary.
Yeah. 3/14, 13. Honestly, before that, like, before we even got engaged, we had our friends or whatever. We had our select picture friends.
Right.
But we never was like known.
Mm.
And then when we got engaged, everybody around the school knew. Like, they would come up to us. Oh, y'all so young. I wish we was like y'all. And they're just like, okay, last year y'all wasn't even talking to us, and this year y'all just saying everything to us, and it's just like, okay.
I mean, but what comes along with that is like, yeah, it's a good time. We had a lot of hard, you know, stuff leading up to, you know, all the good stuff. Like, it wasn't just all like, you know, just sweet. You know what I'm saying? We had our stuff we was going through or whatever, but at the end of the day, you know, we kept God first, and we just stuck it out, and look at us now. And it just, you know, whenever it looked at rough, you know what I'm saying, we never gave up on one another, you know. We've always been there for one another, you know, and not in a big way, but, you know, just people would ask us, you know, like, you know, how do we get like y'all, whatever, and it's just like, you just gotta work. You can't give up on one another. You just
And that's one thing about the both of us. Like, honestly, where we are now, people be like, oh, how y'all do that? How y'all do this? We had to work our butt off to get where we are now. And it's like, people want to get it the easy way and lynch off other people, or, you know, figure out how to do it, come up off somebody else. But that's not the way to go. You got to start from the bottom and work your way up. And if you just lazy, like, you're not going to ever get nowhere in life. Not being lazy at all.
And that's not, you know, to say, like, to discourage anybody, but that's just with anything. Like, if you want it, you got to go get it. Like, ain't nothing just going to come in your, ain't nothing just going to fall in your lap.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time, it was to a point where she was the only one that had a job, and she was looking out for the both of us. And then eventually I ended up picking up a job. And it was just that duty, you know what I'm saying? It was just, for one, you know, you looked out for me when I didn't have nothing. So when I get a job, it's like, it wouldn't be right for me to just turn around and just say forget you. So, you know what I'm saying, we both was working, so we both was looking out for one another, you know, getting each other stuff when we can. And then I ended up working at Home Depot because I had a summer job. And then I ended up working at Home Depot, and I was there for like a year. And, you know, we we was always there for one another. Like no matter what the case was, no matter what the situation was.
And that was like, that's literally like day one. Like if I had $1, you had 50 cents, I had 50 cents.
It was split straight down the middle.
If I had $5, you had 250. I had 250. It was never a, oh, this mine, oh, this hers.
Yours. Right.
Yeah, it was both of ours. Period.
And that was just from, from the first day, and I was fortunate. My cousin ended up, my cousin's shop was hiring, and that was full time. So my cousin ended up getting me into where he works at, which is my current job now, and I've been there a year. But we ended up started working there, and shortly after working there, some stuff happened at our old apartment. We ain't gonna get into all that, but we ended up getting married shortly after that, and then ended up moving out here to our current location. And we didn't have each other back no matter what, whatever the case was. You know what I'm saying? We always been there, and the people that you give, I feel like helped us get to where we at in a certain way. Will of course be her mother, my mother-in-law, my dad, my cousin, her brother, my brother-in-law. My brothers, they hit me up every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? We all talk and stuff, but it's really only a select few that really, was there for us when we was down, you know what I'm saying? And that's what helped build us up, and it was just, we just always been, it's always just been her and I, you know what I'm saying? And is there something you want to say about?
I don't know. I just feel like, I'm going to say it this way. Some people say, oh, the husband's supposed to work and support the family, da da da. Okay, you supposed to work, you and your husband, to me, are supposed to work at that together. When y'all have a family, that's different. But if you ain't got no family, work your butt off until you have your family.
Yeah, because y'all a team.
Yeah.
We a team, you know what I'm saying? We don't...
Because that's just like leaving all your slack, plus bills and all of that crap on your... That's just too much. Nah, forget that. I'm finna hustle just like you finna hustle.
Right.
Or I'm finna break my back just like you break your back. And that's just that. Like, a lot of people... And then that goes back to what I said. Like, a lot of people just feel like things should just be, like, given to them or... Yeah, or somebody should just give it to them. Like, no, you're
ain't
not
no working for it.
Yeah,
like,
you not. It's not gonna work that way.
It's just like one of a favorite artists of mine. One of his famous quotes is, nothing comes from sleeping but a dream. And it's just like, if you want it, we gotta go get it. Like,
or get rich or die trying. 50%. Everybody know that.
And it's just like, a lot of people give us a lot of success for how we, doing what we do for as young as we are, but, it was just either you gonna get it or get rolled over.
Right. And as of now, like, a lot of people think, like, where we was before, where we were, like, presently now, like, this is honestly, like, nothing to us. Like, we finna grind even more harder, like, it's gonna be like serious come up, like it's gonna be ridiculous. Like
it's so much stuff we got planned to.
I just caught myself like don't say nothing in the comments because I know y'all is. I know you coming for me.
It's just we just try to plan our future. We always thinking about ahead of time.
Yeah. Cause that's the best way to think ahead of time.
Like not too far to where you lose yourself from where you at now. But just, always put, one foot in front of the other, you know what I'm saying? So, we got a couple of goals that we, plan on knocking out the way and stuff. And, we just, like...
And they're not no little goals either.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time, but, if we just stick to it, we gonna get through it. And y'all be there and bring y'all along with the whole journey of it all. Because, you guys are kind of just at our... beginning stage of it all, so from here on out, y'all won't see nothing but, what we bring for our future, so y'all be there along the whole ride. And
and honestly, I'm gonna say this too, like, oh my God, if I don't stop saying like, I'm irritating myself. But when somebody asks us for help, I don't mind helping.
Yeah.
He don't mind helping. That's just that. Like, we just those type of people that do not mind helping anybody. It don't matter, but like, you have to support us in order for us to support you.
Back.
Yeah. So, with that being said, fast forward to now, we are where we are now. We do have more goals.
Mm-hmm.
When we're going along with those goals, we'll be bringing you guys along with us, like you said.
Right.
And not only just that, like, it's a good feeling when you give yourself, like, challenges to do.
Mm-hmm.
Such as what
we got planned, yeah, because it just make you grind harder for it, and that's kind of basically what it's all about. Like, even with anything, like, you gotta grind to get it, and it's not. We ain't trying to be no motivational speakers or nothing, but it's just like nobody gave us this blueprint and just said, look, if you do this, this, and this, you will get where you are today. We had to learn this stuff like hand in hand, trial and error, you know, and like, we don't mind showing people the routes we took or the shortcuts that, you know, can try and knock out some of the mistakes, but
if we helping you, you
gotta support it back. Like, you know, we support if y'all support.
Yeah, but with that being said, the people that have been supporting, shout out to y'all.
And thank y'all.
Yeah, shout out to y'all for real, cause honestly, without y'all, it wouldn't be no views on here, no comments, no likes, none of that. So
y'all a big help for us in general with this.
Yeah, and not only that, you guys kind of give us that push too to go ahead and, you know, do what we need to do to get to these goals. Like, I've always been the type to like to work.
Right, but you just push yourself. You just get that extra urge.
But when you have the support of so many people and just, I don't know, just people looking up to you and stuff, you have that push. You have that like urge to grind, urge to hustle, just so you can show them, like, where we at now, that's where you can be. Mm-hmm. Or you could be better than where we are now.
Yeah, like, it's cliche, but it's just that the positive vibes you guys give us. Like, it's all positive, you know what I'm saying? It's that good vibes only, or, you know, positive vibes only. That's what, you know, give us that urge to, you know, do this for you guys, bring you guys along with a lot of stuff we do, because, I mean, if you supporting us, why shouldn't we support y'all back? And that's just what you do.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing. When we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to do a giveaway.
Oh, yeah, we will.
Once we hit 100 subscribers, we are doing a giveaway.
We're close to halfway there.
Yeah, close to halfway.
We're close to halfway.
We're not sure what it will be yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be something pretty good.
Yeah, like, getting subs ain't easy, so we still got a little bit of time, but knowing that you guys, the way you guys support us, you guys might tell somebody else to watch us, you know, and all that stuff, and it could build up a lot quicker, but we've been jotting down ideas and stuff, so we got some kind of ideas of what we're going to do for our 100 subscribe giveaway, but stay tuned for that, and just remember, we wouldn't get 100 subscribers, or we wouldn't be at our subscriber amount now if it wasn't for you guys. So we do all this for you guys. You guys spread the word, get us our subscribers, views, and likes and stuff, and we're going to look back out for y'all, because that's just what you do. That's hand-in-hand stuff.
Yeah. But, with that being said, anyway, you guys see, well, kind of like where we currently are. We're doing good, though, as far as our age and where we are now, but hopefully within another year, maybe by the end of this year, I want to be close to, like, a third of the way there.
Yeah.
And then, by probably by like middle of next year be halfway there.
Yeah, like
or a little more than halfway there.
there.
Yeah. But we will be showing you guys hopefully soon what we were working on.
And working forward to.
Yeah.
And just once again, you know, shout out to you guys. You know, shout out.
We need to go ahead and do some shout outs.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Queensland. Shout out to Jennifer. Shout out to Madison. Shout out to Jessica. Shout out to who else? Nancy. Shout out to Jean. Shout out to Jim.
Scott.
Shout out to everybody.
You know, shout out to all the people that subscribe.
That's been there since day one, literally.
And shout out to the people that at my job, her job, people that we haven't even met yet. Just thank you guys for subscribing and, you know, getting us there.
And if you guys want a shout out, just comment below
down.
if you are a subscriber, because we really don't know how to like see who subscribed and all of that. So once you guys do subscribe, or if you guys are already subscribers and want a shout out, go ahead and comment down below, and we don't mind giving you guys a shout out in our videos because you don't mind watching us.
Right. So, you know, y'all just stay tuned for our upcoming footage and stuff. We got a couple more things we're gonna do now since we got our mic and stuff. We might redo a couple challenges because you guys weren't able to hear us too good, but
well, that kind of concludes our video as of right now. So
like, comment, and subscribe like we've been saying.
Don't forget to comment if you want to
shout out. Yep. Follow us on Instagram.
Dang, can I get a word in?
Yeah.
Dang.
Can I get a word in?
Follow us on Instagram at KingQueen_916. Add us on Facebook at KingQueenStewart. And we don't mind following back either. That's another thing. We will follow back.
See, we don't have like the Twitter, Snapchat, and all that stuff. That's possibly for a later day. I don't really care too much for it, so that's really the only way to interact with you guys is either Facebook or Instagram. So if you guys could just follow us on there, we'll be able to interact with you guys more. But like she said, that concludes our video, and we'll check you guys out in our next video.
Bye.
Peace out.
Okay, recording. You calling me?
You calling me? You got eggs, man?
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, I could play. Okay.
Okay.
That's squeaky. Okay. You do count now.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I quit. Oh.
Okay.
Wait,
3.
give me a second. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.